Hey everybody, how's everybody today on Thursday? Beautiful sunny day, a couple clouds in the sky, but brr, it was 31 degrees. That's a little crazy. Although I see it's going to be 80 next week. Believe me, I've done my research. I know what's going on with the weather. So that's awesome. Good to see everybody. We got an exciting show as always, and let's kick it off with a video and see what that's all about.
Is that Apple for sale? Yeah, we're about to put it on sale right now, actually. Well, I'm in the market, so tell me about your Apple. Why should I buy it? Nice try. Okay, people, here's how this is gonna work. I have an Apple here. The highest bidder's going home with this. I want all bids in the next 2 minutes, then we're closing it. Bidding starts at $5.
Feeling pretty confident there, huh? I mean, don't you think?
$10.
He said starting at 5.
15.
Is this a new Apple?
Yeah, just listed. I'm pre-qualified. I'll pay cash. I got cash. 20, 30, 40. No, just make it 45.
Is it even worth that?
50. I don't know. Please, this is the 8th Apple I've tried to buy.
Could I at least see it up close?
Nope, it's an Apple. You know what it is. You either want it or you don't. I'll take it for 100.
What? I'm from California. It's the cheapest Apple I've ever seen.
120.
Why did I do that? Why? I don't.
Okay, that's really funny. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but it's like going viral. It's everywhere. It's pretty funny, right? People are shaking their heads. Yes. Really fun stuff. Kind of fun. I want to laugh, but I know how frustrating that can be. It must be a little bit crazy out there. You guys are rock stars. You do know that, right? Truly rock stars. Absolutely. Keep it going. Okay. So Mortgage Minute, Karen Mulreed, where are you? There you are, Karen. Unmute yourself. And
hello, everybody. How are you? Just to add to the madness, I thought I would give you a little refresher on VA loans today. For those of you who don't know me, let me reintroduce myself. Karen Mulreed with Westport Mortgage, where our passion is helping realtors sell and helping buyers buy. So if you have any vets that you're dealing with out there and working with, please ask them if they can take advantage of the VA opportunity. VA loans provide 100% financing, will go up to $2 million, $2 million for 100% financing. It's unbelievable to me. I have about 3 or 4 clients right now that I am working with who are taking advantage of VA loans. And it was even a surprise to me that they could go to 2 million. The rate yesterday was 2.375 on a 30-year fixed, unbelievably low, no mortgage insurance. It's a great, great opportunity. And it's a great way to give back. I will also remind you that you do need a termite inspection for VA loans. That termite inspection cannot be paid for by the buyer. So it has to be paid for by the seller or a realtor or someone else in the transaction, but cannot be paid for by the buyer. So please remember that. It's one of those little nuances that will come up to bite us if we don't keep it top of mind. What else can I tell you about that? VA, just a wonderful opportunity. If you have any questions about VA loans or any type of loans, I will put my number in the chat box. Give me a call. I'm happy to help. Karen Mulreed, Westport Mortgage, where we have been your mortgage partner since 2007.
Awesome, Karen. Great to see you, my dear. Thank
Hello.
you so much. That's really cool. I mean, I knew VA loans existed, but that's amazing. Up to $2 million. I had no idea. And I didn't know about the termite part too. That's really cool. It's a great opportunity and a great service that's provided to the vets. So keep that in mind and reach out to Karen with any of your vets. Okay.
Can I say one more thing?
Go
Can I
ahead.
just say one more thing? Just when you are negotiating this, I've had a couple of realtors a little hesitant on wanting to take on VA loans because they are 100% financing. And they feel like it makes the offer not as strong as someone who's putting 10% down or 20% down. That's not true, because at the end, the seller does get, the full purchase price or selling price. But you can also have the buyer put some money in escrow to be held in escrow, so it looks like they have a little skin in the game, and they can get that money back at closing. So the vet can take advantage of the 100% financing. I mean, the rates are so low, it's a great opportunity to use that money for something else. So do keep that in mind if you would like to if your vet wants to put in 100% and you're thinking that it's not strong enough offer.
Good point. Good point. Thanks,
Okay.
Karen. Great. Okay, guys, a couple announcements. Today at 11 o'clock, there's a command performance of Command for the MREA with Debbie Orr at 11 o'clock, I believe, right? Debbie, are you here? Is that right? 11 o'clock? I want to make sure I had it right.
Yes.
Okay, yes, great. So be sure to be on that. It's going to be a quick 30-minute session. 1 o'clock, taxes for the real estate agent. How exciting is that? Everybody's jumping up and down about that one. So that's a good class today at 1 o'clock.
Okay, and that has been postponed till next week. You got to check your texts.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Taxes for a real estate agent will be next week. Okay, 4 o'clock, Ignite. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, Ignite. Between 55 and 60 of you have been logging on to Ignite this week. That's very exciting. Great stuff. And 6 o'clock, who knows what's at 6 o'clock today? Everybody should know. Risk reduction, take 2. Yay, Donna's very excited about that. I love it. Seriously, guys, if you haven't done Risk Reduction 1, this is Risk Reduction 2, Part 2, Take 2. Make sure you're there. It is the one mandatory class that we talk about. So please be there today at 6 o'clock. Okay, great. So we are excited to introduce a new partner to our KW 203 family. I'm going to turn it over to Dan Raposo, who's going to introduce our new attorney partner. Dan, take it away.
How is it going, everybody? So yeah, I'm really excited to announce a partnership with our new attorney partner, or legal partner, Mr. Tom Ozumkowski. Rick, can we spotlight him? Okay, that's me. There he is. All right, Tom. Yeah, I'm really excited about to work with Tom. Tom and I have been talking for about a year and a half now, 2 years, about kind of putting something together. He was referred to me, or I was referred to him, I guess, by a couple of our agents. Just being a great entrepreneurial attorney, also has his real estate license, so he really understands that. And I'm really excited that we were able to finally kind of figure out a partnership that makes the most sense. So Tom, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, and why you're here, like why you chose to partner with KW.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks, Dan. My name is Tom Ozumkowski. I am an attorney, as Dan mentioned, and also a licensed real estate agent. I've been in the area for about 50 years or so. I've lived in Norwalk, Richfield, and I've been in Bethel for the last 50 years. So I do know the local market pretty well. I've always been in Fairfield County, which I know is where most of you are based. I have run my own law firm for about 20 years. It is basically focused on real estate. It's about 90% of the business. And I handle all kinds of transactions, from refinances, purchases, sales. I've gotten dragged into lots of short sales, foreclosures, and I work with lots of investors and flippers, first-time home flippers. I've had a lot of those over the last year.
Awesome. So what do you like? I've heard a lot of great things about you, but tell us a little bit about what you think kind of separates you from a lot of the other options out there that agents have.
First off, I come into the same problem as an attorney dealing with some other attorneys, and that is other attorneys that are focused on other areas of law. 90% of my practice is real estate. So you're not going to find me in court normally. It does happen on occasion, but my whole focus of my firm is based on real estate and expediting transactions as quick as possible. I'm a firm believer of getting a transaction closed earlier versus later, because things happen with mortgages, people losing jobs, especially over the last year or so. I do close throughout the entire state. I have offices available to me throughout the entire state, and I do travel as far as Groton and Enfield and places that far away. Not that I like to all the time, but I do. Another thing, when agents call into my office, they get me personally. You're not going to get a paralegal or a secretary or anybody like that. I do speak to all my agents, all my clients personally, so there's never anybody in the middle. I do work 7 days a week, believe it or not, and my hours are about 7 a.m. till about 12 a.m. I'm not in the office every single minute of every single hour, but I am available, and there are agents, as Dan mentioned, that can attest to getting me at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, Sunday morning, whenever you may need assistance or help. I will help you I will advise you and help and assist on all of your transactions, even transactions that I'm not involved in. If you have a specific transaction going on, you can't get a hold of the attorneys that are involved, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any question on any transaction, whether I'm on it or not.
Awesome. And that's part of the reason why we worked with Tom and brought him in as a legal partner, is because a lot of times, if you have something going on in a transaction and you want to get some advice, but you don't necessarily want to go to the attorneys that are involved, or if the attorneys involved are going to be are kind of being problematic or a bit of a challenge, you'll have kind of a different resource you can go to as well. So that's part of the reason why we brought Tom in as well. So please, feel free to go to him. Tom, I'm going to ask that you put your contact information in the chat, so people know how to get in touch with you. Tom will be based out of our Ridgefield office, but like he said, he has offices kind of all over the state that he can utilize. So if you'd like him to meet with a client somewhere that's more local to the client, he can also make that happen. So yeah, Tom, we have a couple people. There she is. Hey, Donnie. So Dawn is actually the person that originally recommended Tom to me. Dawn, tell us a little bit about your experience with Tom and why you thought he would be a great fit for KW.
Good morning and welcome, Tom. I'm so glad
Morning.
you're with us. I've been working with Tom for a few years now, and we've done a lot of transactions together. And I guess my favorite part is I text him, I have an answer in like a minute, so highly unusual for an attorney, but you never know when that question is going to come up, and Tom is always right there to answer it. So it's, and he's very quick. I've heard great things from my clients about his communication with them, explaining, especially first-time home buyers. He's right there with them. He doesn't take it, for granted that they know what they're doing, because 90% of the first-time home buyers don't know what they're doing. So, but Tom he holds their hand, and he's got great connections with a lot of the attorneys in the other towns and whatever. When an attorney comes to me on the buy side and I say, Tom, do you know this? Oh yeah, we did a transaction. So he's out there, he's doing it. And I highly recommend him. He's, like he said, you're going to get him. You're not going to get, pushed around. So yay, Tom.
Awesome. Tom, is there anything else that you want to say, or anything else that you want people to know about you?
No, I would like to reiterate, though, the availability to be around. I just did another transaction with another Keller Williams agent, happened to be a Trumbull agent. But what happened was, it was a first-time home buyer, and the mortgage funds got in late. The buyer had to go to work, and it was this whole mess of where we were going to close. I actually took it upon myself to go to the walkthrough at the house that they were buying with the Keller Williams agent. We had witnesses and everything, and she did the walkthrough. We immediately signed thereafter in Trumbull, and then she left to go to work, and I left to go back to the office, and the transaction happened on that day and was completed by the end of the day. So it just kind of shows the mobility that I have. I'm willing to close wherever the need is, and it comes up quite often, especially nowadays with the COVID. A lot of people are antsy, and a lot of attorney offices are not even open. So it's become very useful over the last year.
Awesome.
That's
all right. Awesome. Thank you, Tom. I'm going to put your info in the chat as well.
Yeah, I'll try to do that later. I'm still new to the Zoom, believe it or not. I'm out hustling. I got about 70.
I got you, Tom. I got you. No
Tom,
worries.
your top half looks good. What are you wearing? You got shorts on underneath?
I know.
And I got khakis on.
And he's a sharp dresser. Imagine
and
that.
I'm so into Keller Williams, I painted the office red, as you can see. You guys will laugh. I'll tell you later where I am.
All right. Sounds good. All right, everybody.
Oops.
Thank you.
I was going to ask
if
how he could
anybody
be
has
here.
questions. Oh, MP, you got a question?
I was going to ask how he could be in Bethel for 50 years. You do not look like that's a possibility.
Well, that's good. I appreciate that. Thank you. I moved here when I was 2.5.
Now I get. Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, everybody. Tom's info, I just put it in the chat. It's his cell phone and personal email. So if you have any questions, reach out to Tom. He's here to support all of you and help you in any way you can. And then obviously if you have any clients that need an attorney and don't have somebody and you want somebody reliable, he's here to support you there as well. All right. All right, everybody, let's make it a great day. Steve, do you have any other announcements or anything that we missed or forgot?
No, just to be clear, Tom, that was great. Nice meeting you. Appreciate you being
Thank
here. Just to be clear, the tax class at 1 o'clock is rescheduled to next week, and risk reduction at 6 o'clock is take 2. It is not the second part. It is not a 2-part series. If you didn't do it last week, you do it this week. So just to be clear. Okay, guys, make it a great day. See ya.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.